G'day everybody, it's Mike. Hope you're well. And here we are, a bit of an update on how I went at the last test and tune, which was 2 days ago on the 24th of the 7th. And mixed bag, actually. Some good runs, some really shocking runs. Here I am at night. These photos were taken by Drag Photos, and they have their website up there. And I grabbed a couple. They're not really cheap, but I quite like the photos. They're pretty good. And special thanks to Blake, who did the video for this today, and he's got his own channel called Gap Source, and I will link that below, and would really appreciate if you had a look at it, because he's got a very quick naturally aspirated GT Falcon, and it does well. It runs 11s at over 119, 120 miles an hour sort of thing. So here I am, and yeah, a little bit disappointing. I had a bit of a drama with the battery about 10 days ago, and the battery failed, lost power, so I put a new battery in, and the car started, ran well, but it lost all the memory out of everything, so the seats, the radio, all that sort of stuff. So I'm assuming that something happened with the computer, because I'm down on power, which is pretty evident from here. I'm down around about 10 horsepower at the wheels, but we did get some good runs. So here we are, 24th of the 7th, first run, which was the one in the sunset, which we just saw the photo of, was 1332 at 104 miles an hour, and it's 19 degrees, 1100 foot DA. And then we sort of had a few stuff ups. This one here, you see the 60 foot is 2.1. I did not do a burnout here, and I wheel spun off the line, and that video is coming up, and you will see that. Third run, did the burnout, and was my best 60 foot time, best 330 foot, very good. 8th mile, quarter mile was 1331, which is pretty good, and 104.44 miles per hour. The next run I screwed up, and I left it in third gear too long, and I did the same thing here. I messed up my gear change. As you can see, the mile per hour is down quite a lot, so I thought, stuff it, let's just let the thing change gears by itself. So I put it in sport mode, locked it in 4th gear, still ran all the settings how are normally good, but I did not use a paddle shift, and I let the car do its own thing, and we got the best ET of the night and the best mile per hour of the night. So there's probably a lesson in that. And as you can see, the DA was actually pretty decent, but not much different from here, where I've stuffed up the earlier runs. So I'm hoping that, yeah, I can, next run will be the 7th of August, and that will be another opportunity to get this thing going. I think somewhere that the knock learning curve has reset itself, so I'm actually going to run some Octane booster, and hopefully that will correct that, and it should make its decent power, because I should be running 840s over the 8th mile. So yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment. I was hoping to get like a 1310 at least, but we didn't get there. But the 1325 or 1327 is pretty good. But here we have my little chart here, where I've calculated the horsepower from the weight, using the same calculation right through, and these are averages. So all these averages are all these runs. Sorry about the zipping backwards and forward, but these runs here in this section here averaged out, and also averaged out here and what that is doing is giving me obviously an average time over all the runs. So average was stock, that was right back at the beginning of the year. Then there's post tune and the exhaust done there. So my average quarter mile time is 13.4. So I'm quite a difference from there. Picked up 3.8 miles per hour on average over the stock car, and you can see that there. But the calculated horsepower was 297. These have 312 with the flywheels, so all calculators I found are different. Even the ones online, doesn't matter what you do. But as a baseline, we'll go with that 297 horsepower, which is fairly honest. It's within 10 horsepower. And all those were very hot, middle of summer, so that would probably be pretty correct. After the tune and the exhaust, it went to 330, so it picked up 33 horsepower at the wheels, or engine, depends which way you want to calculate it. But here, there was only a very small increase, and that's with the headers and the tyres. There should be at least 10 horsepower difference. It should be about 340 horsepower. But going by the best time ever, which was here 105.15, the calculated horsepower was actually 342. It's still not where it should be. I think my mile per hour should be up around about 106, 107 even mile per hour, which would give it about 350, 355 horsepower, which would be correct for the intake, headers, exhaust, tune, all that sort of thing. But anyway, we'll do another update in a couple of weeks, and the street series is coming up, and hopefully I can actually stay a bit longer for the street series. Here's the old one here. I got kicked out because I lost the first race, but hopefully we can just do a bit better with the lights. I'm going to let the car change gears by itself, and we'll go from there. But enjoy the video, and thanks again for Blake doing the videos and recording the night a little bit better than what I normally do. A lot better actually. So hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you soon.